Not early. Not early, Nong. Just the right time. Just the right time. Oh boy, I feel like inflammation in my face. Ah. Man, I don't know what it is, but I feel that a lot lately. It's annoying. I guess just chatting on Twitch. Bang, good, going. That's going over here. Boop, and good. And boppity ba, this. Oh! And, this. Oh, man. My face. It's not that early. It's just too early to be like, ha! Ha! Having to be a human being. Ah! I'm normally in like a little coma until like at least 1, which is not good. But I still wake up. I try to wake up somewhat early, like 8 p.m. or 8 a.m., sorry. But yeah, what a mess. What time do you usually get up, Nong? Also, it might just be me and Nong here for the whole time. Because like, I don't know if anyone's... Yeah, we're real off our schedule as far as our time interval. But anyways. Allergy pill also. Also, this weird feature, this whole like, you could just click this. Like, are people just sitting here spamming this all the time? I don't know. How many people are watching? 48,000. That's probably, let's say like 0.1%. It's doing it. Still a lot of people. Anywho, should we put on gameplay in the background? I don't know what the gameplay that they've shown us is. It's like scouts or something, fishing. Oh, it's New Vegas. Or not New Vegas. It's probably Fallout. That's probably exactly what it is. Yeah, it's the weird art style and the tinge. The disgusting world. Also, let me jump over here. This, perfect. Oh, Nog says, inflammation with your face. Do you know what's the cause? What's causing it? I'd say pop some ibuprofen. I call it usually... and call it good usually. Also around 8 a.m. My time nowadays used to be around now. It's currently noon. Damn! At least it's noon though. That's not bad. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's like inflammation. It's just so much as like, you know that feeling you wake up, like you have sometimes when you wake up and you feel kind of like groggy and you feel kind of like, I don't know, like swollen a little bit or something like that. Like, I get inflammations and maybe it's just we had too much salt yesterday. We did have Costco pizza, which I'm sure is just ridden with salt. Yep, the meal check, it did not work because I forgot to click the programs. Good thing you checked that. Good thing you checked that, Nog. Thank you. Click, there we go. Voice should be activated, baby. In a second, and boom, it should be good. Good. Oh, also, I could be dehydrated, man. What you eat for breakfast or lunch or whatever you eat, the last meal-wise? I want to know what you just ate. I don't know if it's for you, it said noon, so some people skip breakfast. Man, I had yogurt and granola and some leftover, like, I don't know what they're called, but like steak strips. Like, you have like a steak and cut into little strips and you cook that, stir fry, I think is what it's called. And rice. And yeah, it sounds like a pretty healthy meal, I think. But, I wake up still feeling like, bleh. Oh, my shoulder. Ooh. This sweater might have been a mistake. The issue is there's nothing underneath it. It's just a sweater.
Gnawing Fetus said MILF checkity check. Last meal was some pizza.
Ooh.
Was about to finish it off actually. Nothing beats refrigerator cold pizza.
It is good, I agree. But have you tried, do you own an air fryer, Nong? An air fryer to me just gets a little, I feel like everything, at least for my taste, is just a little bit undercooked. Like I'm that asshole who wants my steak like fully cooked through. I don't want that weird half-baked blood thing happening. So yeah, I don't know, but I always like the air fryer, like the pizza. It crisps out the edges and the crust just a little bit. If you don't do it too much, it dries it out and shit. Yeah, you want to avoid that. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to find any gameplay, even though it's literally 10 minutes, so we should probably waste. But anyways, actually that's what I'll do. I'll open up, Red sent me some gameplay that we can look at. There it is. Bang.
Gnawing Fetus said no, I do not. And you're a well done mofo grin?
For shame.
I am a well done mofo, man. I can't help it. I want my food to be cooked. I just don't want it to be bleeding and shit. Like when it's like real pink and like when you push down on it and you can see blood come out. Shit like that's too much. Like to me, I think I like it like fully cooked or like a little bit of pink, but mostly cooked. But I hate these prude ass motherfuckers who are like, if you go to a restaurant, how dare you ask for what you want? I get not being a dickhead about it. Like if they're like, we don't do that here. Then I'm like, okay, I won't come back here again. I'll just have fucking salad, I guess. I don't know. Fuck this place. Anyway, but yes. Also, what was it? 10 minutes? It was. It is a solid. What the fuck? Why is my thing lagging? Let me.
Gnawing Fetus said I prefer pink, not red. Except burgers. Burgers always wheel.
Wait, so you want burger? What do you mean by burger? I don't understand the burger thing. Burgers are always well. Yeah, I was about to say you don't want to eat fucking hamburger like raw. You get fucking mind parasites, man. I don't know if that's true from urban myth, but yeah, you get like fucking parasites in your head or some shit. You eating like raw cow or whatever. Man, there was so many things that they told us. It wasn't the only one that I feel like held up was eating food and then going swimming. You get cramps. That one I feel like was somehow black magic. It was true. Let's come back here in a minute. All right, let's go watch this for now. Also, I guess I should turn this off so our PC's not burning. This is the gameplay Red Goddess. It's of, yes, this is a Souls-like automaton game. Oh, I think I remember something like this. Yeah, I didn't know it had so much customization. Neat. Also, well, I was about to say an attractive lady, and then you see the full face, and you're like, no, yes, I mean, in your own way, yeah, I guess. You want your thing well done. What does well done mean? Does well done mean like fully cooked? What is the version of like I want it completely cooked? No, I don't want pink. I don't want red. I want brown-ish. What is that? What is that called? Is that well done? It's well done. I can't remember the other versions. Well done, and then there's I don't know, some shit. I'm already starting to sweat. Oh. All right. This has like a weird Day of the Dead vibe to it too. It's also, yeah, it looks new but also old. Like the HUD looks a little ancient, but other than that, it looks kind of like you could go back and play this today and be happy. There's some games where you go back and play and you're like, shit. And it's usually games with art styles that do well, but this one looks like it has some art style.
Gnawing Fetus said burger you usually won't find parasites in, but bacteria and viruses can be introduced in the grinding process, and being cold not present itself. Thus, you want it fully cooked to kill the shit.
Got it. Are you also? No, this might be a weird thing to ask, but it's just me and you, so I can say this. Have you ever, growing up in, because you're an older person, growing up in the era of like Arnold and all these things, when you see, this is a really weird, deep, specific cut, but you see a motherfucker eat like a cup full of eggs, like a clear glass full of raw eggs. Did you at any point in your life have a want to do that? Because it looked like just such a, I don't even know. In hindsight, it might be a mental fuck up thing, but that classic 80s thing where someone downs a whole ass cup of raw eggs, and I don't know why, but a part of me was I always wanted to try that, but my mom was always like, you're gonna get fucking salmonella or something like that. But then we eat cookie dough, and people be like, you shouldn't eat that because you get salmonella. But then we still eat it.
Gnawing Fetus said, and fuck raw eggs.
Fuck raw eggs?
That freaks me out, honestly.
Yeah, it's a salmonella. Okay, so there's no. There's no. He's never had this proclivity. But yeah, man, there's salmonella that people talk about. The one that, well, actually, this is something crazy. I don't want to say this because I don't want to jinx it, but have you ever had food poisoning, Nog? Because I've never. Not in my whole life. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. Back in COVID-19, there was some white women wilding, and they were going to, like, I remember seeing this short where they're like, good bacteria, and they're, like, fucking going to a grocery store and licking, like, fucking milk jugs. And you're just like, ew. Like, even if this wasn't COVID, this is gross. And it's all for the means of, like, building up your immune system. But I have still yet to have some sort of, what is it called? Pukey food poisoning, sorry. And I've actually done stuff that probably was not the best or most advised. Like I used to have dynamite roll from like, you basically have rice. It's like a sushi roll, rice, and you have like cooked shrimp in there. But you're not supposed to like freeze or put, like it doesn't last that long. Like rice doesn't last that long, nor does seafood last that long, even in the fridge. So I would do that for 3 days. So like I would put, hopefully 3 days is enough to where you're not getting bacteria or some shit in there. Or I've been just absurdly lucky. Or I'm filled with parasites. Who knows? All of the things could be, a possibility. Also, Nong, hold the thought. Enjoy the gameplay. I have to go down a Sinotab because my sinuses are already getting me. But I'll still be able to hear you, okay?
Gnawing Fetus said well done is no pink, rare is red, medium is pink. I prefer medium rare by the sounds of it. You want well done. Medium well has a pink center, and I have an iron stomach, never have gotten.
Let's go, Iron Stomach Gang. I was about to say, Dong, what do you call it? I just think genetic fuckery is so funny. Like you and I've had like weird shit with my digestion as well as my. I have like a weird learning disability things, but I'm sure that doesn't really correlate. But my hands, I got my hands. No matter what anyone says, the hands are a little bit of debuff, okay? But it's cool how your body genetically gives you some wins, but also genetically gives you some absolute losses. And I know you also struggle. You have the struggle bus with the diabetes type thing, but yet you also have that, which is cool. So it's like a fucked up barometer of upsides. Oh, I wonder if it's. I don't know. I wonder if you can train an iron stomach, because sometimes I'm thinking about that. But I would take some sicknesses for like better overall quality of health. But anyways, oh. Oh. What are you hoping to see here, Nong? What game would set your mind ablaze that Xbox could show you? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Besides, well...
Catman 11,234 said what the green...
Oh!
We early
as shit. Me and Nong sitting here. My face is inflamed. Nong is about to eat pizza that's frozen or something. But yes, we are waiting. We have a measly... how much? Go live. I think probably like 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Go to current, damn you. Go to current there. No! 4 minutes. 4 minutes and holding. And we're watching some of the gameplay Red gave us, which is the game called Luxburg Explorer. Luxburg, I think is what it's called. It's like an automaton Dark Souls game that looked neat.
Gnawing Fetus said have to train it since childhood, I think.
Ooh.
It'd be definitely past the age of training one. I myself am not expecting jack shit from Xbox here.
Not any? Oh, yeah, for me, well, I don't know. It sucks because, like, I do think if I played Spider-Man, I'd be like, fucking Sony, the best. But after, I just played Doom Eternal, and Doom Dark Age, sorry. And I'm pretty on the fucking hype train for that. I even just recorded a video or a voiceover for that. I actually edit content into it, like video. Gameplay into image. But it was a pretty big glaze sesh, so if you hate the game, probably don't watch the video. But it's going to probably come out on this channel, because this channel is kind of an everything channel, and my VR channel is a VR channel. Food poisoning, even though I definitely should. Yeah, I think the same thing. You know, sometimes you're like, I don't want this to go to waste. And then, and then your friend has like goes to one sushi place, and then they're just destroyed, eviscerated entirely. What about you, Kat? What are you hoping to see from Xbox? I would say a game that you already know they have, and then like a game that you just like a Hail Mary.
Gnawing Fetus said, think about it. The last two have been meh, and Xbox is the kind of random where they don't announce their good shit usually.
Yeah, probably. Well, what was the last two were meh? What do you mean? So we had Doom Eternal, or Doom Dark Age, sorry. We had Avowed, which, I liked Avowed. I would say Avowed was slightly above meh. I'd say Avowed was, I'd say solid 8, maybe 7.8. What was the other one that came out? Fuck. I can't think of what the other one was. Didn't they have that Avion game? That's what I think I want to go back and play. That, like, Tales of Avion, the one that was like Call of Duty meets sorcery, but was just weird, apparently. Like, the story wasn't hitting. Yeah.
Catman 11234 said, I haven't followed Xbox for a while since I sold mine off to Ascend to PC Heaven.
Yeah, but I think Xbox and Sony are both synonymous with, like, they're like doing a lot. I feel like we can expect some like retro reboot shit that's just trying to like siphon all of your nostalgia possible. A shit ton of like whatever the fuck, man. Like, I always call it garbage, but like, you know, like, it's a hero shooter. It's a battle royale. It's a extraction shooter, etc. We're probably gonna have those. Although, man, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, because like I know that like you gotta make your money, you gotta do all that stuff. But I wonder if you're Xbox and you see that like this strategy of like as soon as we see something's popular, we immediately get game development on it, but it still takes 5 years. So by the time it comes out, there's already like 10 faster indie studios who've kind of built it up faster and been fine. It's time. It's happening. It's happening. Panic. Turn that nice somber music off. I'm gonna go blow my nose. And Jesus Christ, can we kill this? Because that's insane. How can you even see anything? All right. We're live. We're on high quality. None of us have a fucking 4K monitor, so we're not going on 4K quality. I got blow my nose. Oh. I'm still here, though. Also, such a weird, like, tentpole thing where they're doing Fallout... the game as a
Annoying
background.
Fetus said Xbox really doesn't have the whole nostalgia factor with me. PlayStation does and fails to milk it for me at least.
Yeah.
But I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so skeptical smiley
That's
face.
true. I must say, what would be a game that they could release that would tap into that nostalgia? For me, it would be Jack and Daxter, anything that's actually a full game, and not some sort of like battle royale fucking nonsense, right? Like a classic Jack and Daxter game. And, I'm kind of satisfied with Ratchet's place right now. We get one every like 8 years. I think we need a Ratchet and Clank. I know people like Sly Fox and shit like that. That's not my speed. It's happening. It's so loud. It feels so loud. Also, Jesus. Let's turn it down just a tiny bit. 3, 2, 1. Also, I don't know if this is more than just Outer Worlds. I probably should have mentioned that. Hopefully it's something out besides that. Also, we don't need captions. It's okay. I try not to talk over all the things. Do we have captions? I think it's in the way. Xbox Game Studio presents...
9 Fetus said more old school FF, like Tactics and 8.
Okay. What is this? Oh, Outer Worlds. Is this all just Outer Worlds? It says Xbox Game Showcase, The Outer Worlds 2. It might just be Outer Worlds.
Do you think I care that the colony is in disarray? We didn't come
If it's just Outer Worlds, I was not expecting just that. Probably makes sense.
We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so.
Ooh, that girl had like a fucking mutated arm.
That's how things play out. They could stop us
Is
from
it loud?
stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share.
I really hope there's good loot.
What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs?
Okay.
That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
Money. Sorry. That's pretty cool.
Let's get out there and buy our way to victory.
Also, I want to punch her in the face. And who is Willy Wonka sitting to the right? All right, stand to the right. This feels like the New Vegas that they wanted to make. Ooh, okay, that's good. That's the first depiction of Melee that actually looked clean, where there was some weight. Weapons look cool and interesting. Oh shit! See, I wonder if we can have customization like that, like have weird cyber legs. Death Star, okay. Dead Cord, okay, that's odd. Okay, the Melee actually looks way better than it showed. What? What? Oh, okay. There's your shrink ray, okay. Not a big ray. Ooh. Alright, that's like BFG in this game. That's a pretty good ass trailer, man. October 29th, that is coming.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism.
That.
Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the show.
Okay, good. So there's more. Okay, gotcha. So I didn't fuck up. There's other things besides just this. Okay, good. I was like, oh shit, I should have titled this, man, Outer Wilds, I'm hyped or something.
World premiere.
Ooh, a world premiere this fast? I'm sorry, I want to talk about that. We'll probably rewind eventually.
What's wrong?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
The one to the left looks familiar.
I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything.
I hate all this. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, is this the... Oh, never mind. Okay, that's why I look familiar. It's Gorb's. Gorb nonsense. DLC for High on Life. Do we get a cool snowboard, or is this a collab?
Gnawing Fetus said, hallelujah, it's on Game Pass, smiley face.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So $12 to try that game out. I feel like I still probably will buy Outer Worlds because I think it's moddable. Maybe. So we have a skateboard now in Outer Worlds? I keep not to Outer Worlds. High on Life. Cool, we got new weapons. I wish I would have, but we probably should go back and beat High on Life. It was just a lot. You know, I think you just need to keep moving. I kind of listened to all the dialogue, and that was kind of a mistake. Oh my god, they've reached 2016. Everything had a bow in it. Wow.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on Life. Prescription drugs? 2. Okay, gotcha. I'm in. I do hope they tailor back some of the just rampant talking. It's just like, it's like everything has to be a joke. Blah, 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 blah. Zoomery all the time. I'm like, can we have a moment of just just calmness, please? High on Life is a very run and gun shooter. Yeah, I don't know. I never. I wish it tapped into that like Ratchet and Clank Armory feeling. What is this? Assassin's Creed? Oh, is this a Black Flag reboot? No. What? An umbilical cord? Is it Prince of Persia? Don't fuck with me. Probably not. That's a stretch. It's just there's glowy sandness. Although... brutal. What is this? Gladiator stuff? Breathing right on me. We got dark magic. Mongolian throat singing. Is this Hexe? No. Is it loud? Okay. So is that India like myth, like pastness? Resonance. The plagues. What? A Plague Tale Legacy. Like a Plague Tale? Oh, okay. That's a game people really liked. The Plague Tale series with the girl and the kid and the rats. Is that like a sequel or another version of that? Or is that probably what caused all of it, maybe? Okay. I feel like we got 2. Outer Worlds I'm excited for, and High on Life I'm excited for. 2. Ew. I kind of want to touch it, but that's yeah. Oh my god, it's Xbox Switch. Wow. Man, Steam knows how to carve out a market, man. Yeah, I think they talked about like collaboration of like Xbox meets Steam Deck, basically. ROG? Hey, do you want to use my ROG? Okay. Excuse me, sir. Seamless play. I guess that makes sense. They're tapping into their massive Game Pass thing, just like Steam is tapping into its massive library. But Steam has really good deals, and Xbox I don't think does. So I still think this would be a botch job. But
Gnawing Fetus said ROG is a graphics card company.
Oh. Okay, yeah, they're that weird like the ninja type image I always see. I just don't know the name of them. It's called ROG. Okay, so they're working with Xbox to make a Steam Deck, essentially. Probably for Xbox, but maybe you could also use Steam Deck, like Steam interface. Xbox Ally thing. Okay, I've seen that one, but I guess that's a new and improved one?
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC.
Oh,
and with
Rogue.
So
Rogue, because it's
How
a
can we
Rogue
give you
image.
even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play. Our next step is to unify your gaming, no matter where you buy or play. So we're
Dude, her
building an
fucking
Xbox experience
pupils are
designed
dilated
for
as
players,
fuck. You
not
see
locked
that?
to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands.
Gnawing Fetus
Bringing
said
together
ROG.
the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and
Ooh,
Ubisoft
okay.
Connect.
That's pretty good.
And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
I can see like her tiny bit of green in her
We have
eye.
always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today.
I mean, man, Xbox is making a lot of good choices
every new
recently.
game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
It's also like the
because it's
only
Xbox,
choice.
You can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should
Oh, right, that was
have.
the last one. Indiana Jones. Yeah, I didn't really like that one. That was
Anywhere.
on
And we
Game
are
Pass.
giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't
She's
wait
high
to
as fuck. Yeah.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest
She's
of
on
the
that
show.
Elon Musk cocktail drugs. Yeah, that's why. Usually it's the opposite because they have such big lights for good lighting that your eyes dial get smaller. You know, usually your eyes get big when there's like low light. So is this a game that she just mentioned? Okay, kind of like a God of War vibe. Vampires?
Monsters have always been here.
Why aren't werewolves getting their love, okay? It's always fucking vampires.
And when we were at our weakest,
Demonic children.
they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. We should have feared for our souls instead.
What is this?
The vampires didn't come to kill us.
Okay, that's a jump. That's a jump.
They came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
I'm kind of in. It looks a little jank. Like the movement doesn't look flawless.
Their worst nightmare.
There's not a lot of good vampire games. Well, yeah, there's like 2.
A Dawnwalker.
Vampire, a Vampire the Masquerade, and I think that's it.
Between the 2 worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
2026, so next year. Okay, you can suck people dry. Okay, their blood, I mean. Huh. The blood of the Dawnwalker. Okay, I'm kind of in. At least it's not like a fucking battle royale or a, you know, hero extraction shooter. You play a vampire. Kind of neat. Or Daywalker, I guess. Dawnwalker, sorry. So does that mean like you can't really, like some sun, but not too much sun? I don't know. Anyways. No, we got quite a lot of world premiere. I don't love this world premiere thing. It doesn't look as clean as it has in other years. But anyways. Oh, yay. For the kids. It's Bug Snacks. Oh, no, it's a Nintendo thing. Oh, Meat Boy. Oh, this is going to be a blast. It's going to be a culture shock or whatever. Is Meat Boy getting cucked? Oh, okay. It's Meat Boy, but in a platformer type series. Huh. Actually, it looks pretty difficult. Like, yeah. I kept that Meat Boy, like, restart 1,000 times just to get one level. Get through one level. There's so many. Also, the meat economy on Meat Boy is pretty bad. It's mostly teeth and eyes. Like, yeah. And all of it's hollow, apparently. Wow. Okay. It's something for people who like the platformers. They're like, you have Astrobot? We have a glob of red meat.
Gnawing Fetus said, God, Xbox is slinging some video crack.
Well, I got 2 at least. That's about as much as I got on the showcase for fucking Sony a couple days ago. Jesus. Team Ninja.
You're a wanted criminal.
Damn.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Oh, is this Shadow? Fuck, what is it called? The really hard game that everyone plays? Ninja Gaiden? There we go. It looks Ninja Gaiden-y. Let me tell you, Lone will have this beat and busted. No time at all. I believe Lone was one of the people who enjoyed or wanted to play this. And then anyone else fuck with Ninja Gaiden? I ain't that tryhard. I mean, that's a real difficult game.
Sayori. Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
What's with the ropes tied around your body, miss? Why is this a thing? Are you going to climb a mountain and then unknot your entire self? I don't... Less steps when it get busy? I don't know. Ah, man, Grin. Guy is trying hard as fuck. Yeah, exactly. It's too much. Again, to each their own. People get it after. I watch a video of a person beating it in one shot who plays it 1,000 times. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got the time or patience.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Ninja Gaiden 4. Wow, there's 4 of these fucking things? I remember the last one that came out, people were... It still holds up to this day. Like, it looks visually nice. Xbox Play Anywhere on Game Pass. I think that means it's coming to everything and not just Game Pass, but I don't know. Bethesda, are we going to see what Bethesda has next? Because we kind of seen their lineup with all this stuff. Oh, is it a DLC? I said this beforehand, man, with Indiana Jones. I said this when I first seen it, and I thought, who is this for? I don't know if people want, like, an Indiana Jones game. I think they just want, like, a good, honestly, a good series. Not like a movie, but like a TV show. Like a multi-part series of, like, Indy doing things. A new adventure begins. What?
This is where it starts.
Is this a sequel? Probably not. That'd be crazy.
Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch.
Is it just me, or when it comes to like story-driven games, DLC feels weird?
Bring it back to the Holy See.
Because like you've already concluded a chunk of whatever the thing you were pushing forward was.
They worshipped the giants.
This is some fucking deep, dark. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. It's so early in the morning. It's actually not, but I'm about to say, if you want to go down some horrible rabbit holes on YouTube, type in giants. You get a bunch of videos of people wilding. But hey, they're fun. September 4th. Is it a DLC? Yeah, The Great Circle. Oh, okay. Is that like one of the movies? So people are actually pretty capitalizing on nostalgia. Play anywhere on Game Pass as well. That means it's also coming to PlayStation, I think. I think it's honestly what that means. Ooh, a new thing. Now, they said the same thing about Meat Boy, but still. Robots. Japanese aesthetic. Mythological tree monsters. The beast spent forth blight, corruption. It's always corruption, man. It's always blight. Game Freak. Ah, she's beautiful. Wow, there's 2 FPS. That's tough. Okay. Alright, getting kind of a Wukong vibe. Why does it always have to be a katana? Can we find another weapon like sickles or some shit or sai? Humanity awaits its inevitable extinction. I feel like this market knows exactly, like, just give us a hot Asian woman and bang! Bang on. People were like, I'll buy. How skippy can we get? Okay? Enough? Say less. Beast of Reincarnation. Why does she have a choker on? It's like a digi type of vibe. It's a weird one for me, boys. I don't know. If it was a different weapon archetype, I'd be more in. Maybe it's gonna be beautiful and breathtaking, but I'm sure it is. But I don't know. I'm not. That one's fine. That one's solid. I'd say it's a B for me. If I had an absorbent amount of time, I'd pursue it. Otherwise,
the glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine.
Avalon,
because they sweep their filth down to us.
Okay. What's the gameplay? It's like a city builder? No, it's not. Okay.
Here's to playing in the mud.
Give me some steampunk vibe.
Great said, "Hi there, Grin. How's the showcase
It's been
so
pretty good.
far?"
We got 2 games that were coming our way with being good. We got High on Life 2. We got Outworlds. Looking so good. This looks interesting though.
Until you fucking rust.
The shark. The shark.
Keep your filthy pickers off me.
That guy's racist. you just know.
That's a clean sweep for one.
Damn. This is a positive surprise. I like the steampunk vibe. It's been a minute since we've got it. It's kind of been replaced by cyberpunk.
Lord Griswick.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill?
What happened to your arm?
We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
What is this?
We were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
Tall.
Yes,
Oh no.
sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular.
No.
Was very quick.
Oh.
Agile.
Go on.
Oh.
No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time.
Is this?
Breaking in is the easy part.
Damn.
Your brandy, sir. Getting away with it is the real trick.
Is this an RPG? Or is this just like a robbery sim?
Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer.
Okay.
How can I help you? I'd rather talk to you.
Maybe it is an RPG. They're showing off like that you can make your own character. That's kind of neat.
You talk to me first.
That has wings, brother. Your beard has wings.
Uncle's a bit touchy. Any Errol? Touchy? I say I'm touchy. There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol?
He did nothing to you.
Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
All right, I'm back in. Back in.
Empty pockets. And blood on the
I just wish I knew if it was an RPG or something. Damn. 3 shots is a lot.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack. I'll leave you with a pissing pan of pieces.
We have a Chucky. We have a Chucky.
Or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you? Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
Huh.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
It looks like an RPG. Yeah, with like choices and shit. I like the the cardboard cutout.
Let's go and end a few arguments.
I'm excited. It looks like all the budget is put into style. Gameplay looks good, not like crazy.
And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys.
Okay, so it's a cyberpunk time stop bank robbery simulator thing? Damn.
Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
That's kind of cool.
We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time.
Ah.
And I can even go back and change the past to change the future.
Maybe end up like helping the good guys and their future is just terrible. Like it's a bunch of hippie nonsense.
Got the gun.
So you have to find like the right amount of good and evil to like end the game properly. That'd be really cool. I like that a lot. That's the way they kind of spinning it. This is an A+ for me. I'll play this. I think I'll have a good time with it. Unless I'm not understanding what it is, which I'm thinking I might not understand, but it looks like an RPG story-driven game.
Now let me alone and piss off.
Well, you're basically trying to make a choice to get like the good ending with time travel, which that sounds pretty unique. We haven't dipped into time travel in a little bit, at least for me.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players
no, it's Blizzard.
Award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision.
Apparently pretty
Doom,
good.
The Dark Ages
Fucking
from Bethesda.
amazing.
Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard. And Avowed from Xbox Game Studios.
Pretty good.
All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make.
Are we done?
Of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you.
Oh.
These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues
No Fable
to
yet, no
influence film
Fable
and
yet.
television like never before.
A man can
When it comes
dream.
to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release
excited for
of the
Our
Outer
World.
Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games.
It's true.
And they have a third game launching this year.
What?
You'll get to go deeper on it in our
Oh.
direct. But until
Our
then,
Worlds.
let's take a look.
What do you mean? All right. Oh, wait. So this...
World
what?
premiere.
Is this another game from Obsidian? Huh. Is it New Vegas? Do they drop a New Vegas sequel?
I told you, you can't run from me, you
Never
foul
mind.
beast.
It's not that. He-Man.
With new flexible action,
Damn.
the Yoke-Girth action figure can ride anything.
Why is he riding on the position of that man's junk?
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized
Oh.
against their will and left to fight for
Grounded.
their survival
Oh,
in the
right.
backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts.
It is Grounded 2 or is it the full release? I stopped playing Grounded, but I don't know how it ended. But I guess the kids died? This summer.
Keep them separated.
Is it a whole new park? Get shrunk! Oh, fuck that. This game was a nightmare hell. So terrifying. Worse than any horror game you play. An epic new game. My issue with Grounded is that when it came out, it was really struggling from the early access thing. There was not a lot of stuff to do. There was no real ways to feel more powerful. Ride together. You can ride ants, but can you create a network of bugs that protect you? Or are they just vehicles? Probably just vehicles. Grounded 2. July 29th. Is it going to go through the early access hell that it did beforehand, or is it good now? If it's good now, that's kind of neat. Not as exciting as like the final big pooba that they seemingly just hit, but still. I had to ban the user on Twitch.
ND3500 reached.
What?
Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
This is new, okay.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area
Ugh.
is highly unusual.
Dead Space? E? No.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
It's very xenomorphy. Not xenomorphy, fucking, I don't know what the things are called from Dead Space.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Definitely got a Dead Space vibe. Oh! Yeah?
They seem to act more
It's gotta be from the dev that made Dead Space or something.
in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Yeah. Is this gonna be a direct sequel though? That's some flubby, flubby belly.
Such is our calling.
The armor is not as cool as Isaac's. Crown the New Dawn and something. Was it Krongs? Krongs. I don't know. Probably not really like Crowns. I don't know. Okay. If you're into horror shit or Dead Space, for you. There we go, Grin jackpot. That one? Yeah, I quite like the time travel one. That one looked really good to me. And that's what you're referring to now. Yeah, I must say, Elder Scrolls Online, man. This game has been advertised to death. It must make hella money. It's starting to see its age a little bit, though. I remember when this first came out, I was like, wow, it looks so good for an MMO. And now it's like, oh. Yeah, they're pets? How would you let that little thing go into battle with you? You got imps. Oh. Apple bobbing with people that look like they have debilitating necrosis on their face. Dark magic problems, am I right? I mean, thus far, I think I'm coming out of this with quite a bit of games. Yeah, I thought we were done, but no, we have we just were given a couple there. I don't know if I'm into the last two they showed. There was one other one before the Dead Spacey game. I forget what it was though. That one looked, I thought, neat. This is the weird music for a vicious battle, you know? I don't even know if we'll get a Fable this year, like any information on it. I would hope that we do, but also I'm kind of terrified about the state of that. Another world premiere. Wow, they're getting bangers. They're like doing a lot of. I thought that was it, but no, I guess we got a lot more.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control. We're falling.
What did you take it cold out of everything?
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind, and I'll always love you for that.
Don't nod. Okay. It's a call. A story about interracial love? Is that what this is? This song goes with anything, I'll say. I'm sure it's cool, it's cute. Doesn't seem like much of a game, more of a story, but hey.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
That's cute. Looks decent. Looks like it's again. We need like indie fodder, and that definitely seems like that a little bit. Starfield stuff? Nope. Aliens. Is that aliens? Oh, okay, no, it's not. Oh, I see. It's saying like it's more than just a happy fun time. They're monsters.
Said Sunday stream.
Sunday stream, yes, because it's the Game Pass thing. We've been streaming the Xbox Game Awards.
9 Fetus said, "Yeah,
thanks.
Don't nod makes very story games.
Oh, okay, that was it.
Like they make me nod off. That's how I remember them long.
Yeah. Very slow, very not for me.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations.
Is that cat mine?
Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the grand.
Okay. This is more my speed. This seems fun.
Across the land. Every room you used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the GRINN.
What the fuck?
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
Weird. So it's like a house remodel maker?
So my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good
So your grandpa was a witch. Got it.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made.
All of the magic is fueled by children's hearts. Okay. Literal bleeding blood vessel heart. Yeah. Yeah, this seems more my speed. This seems more like, here's a fun time, a cute mystery. You can build up a house, some shit. Sounds fun. This is a good breach of indie. Not like, here's a dramatic story about love and monsters. And I'm like, But they're not related. If they're related, that'd be kind of interesting, but they're not related.
G-Red said odd vibes.
Odd vibes, but definitely like a unique thing. Definitely a game that like still has that like, okay, there's still like a game that looked fun there where like you're painting walls and shit. Making this goddamn inn so good. They're like, you're supposed to be trying to discover the secret. I'm like, fuck you. We're gonna make millions. It's like that fucking bit where someone's like, we should rob the bank, and instead of robbing the bank, we should start investing money in the bank. And then in a couple of years, we could retire.
There are stars in the heavens. When we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed?
Oh, I don't know what that's from. It's so fucking funny. Alright, we had to get one. We had to get one of these, like, what seems like a weird... maybe not. This is just for people... This just looks like a mobile game, you know what I mean? It might just be a strategy type game that people like, you know? But thus far, man, I got... That one wasn't bad. I got probably walking away with 4 or 5 games that I'm actually interested in. Where Sony's one, I just came away with, what? 2, maybe? It looks pretty rough. Look, visually it's hard to look at.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
How would that make sexy time? You know what I mean? You have to like, is she only prone on her back, or is it like a full forward type thing? Anyways, weird optics all around, I think. Ooh, a Studio Ever? What is that? Is that an R or an... That's gotta be an R, right? Ever, that's just, yeah. Ever, maybe?
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가?
Makes his own decisions.
만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의
It's
특정
like a sim?
정치집단에 이익을 저해한다면
The subtitles are too fast!
당신의 특정 행동이
What the fuck?
의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때
G-Red said, I recently found out today that they are making an action RPG game based on the Expanse show. It looks great, and I fucking love that show.
The Expanse show? We just seen one that looked pretty cool. I read that was, it's first person, no, you wouldn't like it that much, but it looks like time travel-y, steampunky. Had some decent comedy in it, it looked like. Guys, can we just get... I know this is not... It's impossible. This is Sony's thing. But I would love another Infamous, man. Sony... Yeah. I know it's... what's her name? Insomniac is busy, but still, give it to another people at this point. It's not like Insomniac was doing crazy good work. Like, as far as people were like not happy exactly where the series was always going. Also... Okay. Is this like the game's version of Splinter Cell? Probably not. Is my Discord not yours, by the way?
G-Red said check your DM.
Yeah, we'll check it when this is done right now. Because we're watching this live.
당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Feels a little soulless, if I'm honest.
주정태.
Perhaps that's just the military sim thing for me. Like, whenever I see military stuff, and they're like, I guess it has like superpower mutation stuff, but I don't know. Feels a little hollow for me. Anywho, play anywhere, meaning it's also on PlayStation. World premiere back to back. I mean, this has always been the case. I don't know why I'm being surprised. Sometimes we get like trailer filler, but yeah. Oh, I remember this one. This one was cute. They taking the kids? What if this was in the same universe as Ori? Is the whole game not voiced? So I have to listen to some language I don't know what they're saying? And I have to read subtitles? It's already a hard sell to play these games. I don't want to have to be like, and it's 7 hours of reading! And you're like, oh. And for whatever reason, there's one level that's like absurdly difficult, and every other level is easy as shit. But that one level you'll play like 7 times, and it's weird. It's weird how hard it is compared to all the other levels. It looks cute, albeit not enough going on, but I could be the asshole. Like, Ori was vibrant. Oh, my rat thing. How much you want to bet they're going to make you fall in love with that rat? They're going to fake out that he's going to die. And then he might still leave you in the end. He'll turn into a giant hawk bird and fly off into the distance at the end, which is basically like him dying, because you'll never see him again. But, you know, at least he's not dead, I guess. There's silver lining somewhere. Bethesda prevents. Is this a world premiere? Probably not. What is Bethesda cooking? If they dropped a motherfucking... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, it's a 76 expansion, of course. Of course. Apparently people love this. This is one of those ones I haven't jumped into yet, but apparently it's good.
Hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
G-Red said I'm down for that, honestly. Yeah. Reminds me of Flossback, kinda.
Okay. He's going with some indie stuff. I was gonna say that Pip-Boy looks. People back in this time period or this universe.
9 feet is set at launch 76 suck
it did.
balls. IDK how it is now.
Yeah. People in this world, this universe, must have a jacked left arm. Or wherever they wear that Pip-Boy, that's all steel, I think. Unless it's aluminum, but it has to be steel.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels,
this is what they were hinting at the beginning of the thing, and I was like, what? Who fucking cares? Sorry, but like, what? Like we're expanding the game. Guess what? Fishing! And I'm like, brother, I don't give a fuck about fishing. I play this game to loot and survive.
Find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look.
Is he gonna show like mutated fish jumping at you?
Your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs
76 is supposedly fixed and better, but fuck him. I don't want to give him any attention anyway yet.
Your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms
I also just want my Fallout way. You know what I mean? People who want to play this happy. I hope we still get another Fallout sequel.
A waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Oh my god, that's so funny. He doesn't like the fish food he made him. Like, what? I don't know. It's a little cringe. Anyways, world premiere, baby. Hit me with something that's not indie or obscure, please. Anime. Ooh,
G-Red
solo
said,
leveling.
I care about fishing in games if it's engaging, like in Red Dead Redemption 2 or Far Cry 5.
Yes, I just don't know if, like... Yeah, I guess. I like in games like Fallout, I don't know if I would be like... I would take a fishing update above something else. But anyways, solo leveling game. Is it going to be good? What is it? I would love a solo leveling game that was an RPG where you just get to play and exist in that world. With the same, like, power-up stuff as the main guy. Or maybe you could, like, make your character look different. It could have been great, guys. We could have had an RPG that was in the solo leveling, like, kind of like... I always call it modern-day fantasy, but like a tower erupts, everyone gets skills and powers, and then you just try to level up. And go through gates and shit. There's guilds. I'd fucking love that if that was actually a video game, but so few people do it. It does look very cool. It does look like you can't see shit. To be fair, it's just all of the particle effects ever. Arise. Hells yeah. If you are planning on watching or reading the manhwa, hold out until you get to that point where he unlocks his powers, which is this moment where he gets the Arise power. If you're watching the manga, just make it through season 1, the like first half. I think it's like episode 8. But apparently the manga or the anime is much better. It's like a much better pacing, so it's not as much of a slog. Beginning of solo leveling 1 is a little bit tough. What is this? World premiere for kids. Ooh, I feel like this is one of the games Red's excited for. Not because it's for kids, but because it's one of these like builder, homestead type things. Oh, is this a Power World thing? No. No.
G-Red said they never do these games based on anime the right way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They always are given very little budget and feel like cash grabs for the IP.
Yeah, exactly. Really well put it. Like, they don't capitalize on the cool factor of what the universe of that anime and manga made. I mean, Digimon was given the same treatment, I think. A lot of the Digimon games didn't capitalize on like why people were so excited. Honestly, Pal World kind of did that. I'm still confused. Is this do we play as the animals or the person? Let's say we play the animals. Do you want to live in a world where you play the Pokemon themselves? Maybe? Red, this looks like a game. If someone were to ask me who this game is made for, I would say it's Red. It's like a softer, funner Power World. Wait, is this Power World? I think it is. Because that one creature looked similar. Animo something. Okay. I mean, Xbox was the people who published Power in general, so I guess they're the ones who were like, fuck it. Rerun it.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say
we're getting old, guys.
For all the love and support
Fuck.
we've seen. We announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago.
Shit.
These games have changed.
We're all gonna die someday.
More than that, I've seen them help spread a love.
It's encroaching on us, and we can forget it. But damn.
World. And that means to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
3 and 4? What does that mean? It looks like a gotcha. Ah, I see. Maybe, maybe not. I'm always wondering how they would like make this gameplay loop better. Not that it needs to be, but yeah. My favorite one was Tony Hawk, Superstar or something like that.
Said not interested in Tony Hawk games 1 through 4. But if they do a proper remake of Tony Hawk's Underground,
yeah, Underground,
and so fucking
yeah, Underground was the one I liked. That was what it was called. Sorry, Underground, where there was like a guy in a wheelchair who could just rip around. Was it a wheelchair or was it like a little cart? I think it was a wheelchair. It might have been like a little. I think it was a wheelchair, but he had like a super-powered cart on it or something like that. This looks cool. This is one of the few things that's tickling my nostalgia giblets, I guess. No! I got Bam Margera. Oh, weird. Oh, it's odd. Also, I hate that I knew that immediately. And we're throwing out logic. Got it. Is he in a suit at least? No, his mouth is moving. He's a real boy. That's fun at least. Having fun with it, being silly. That was one of the best parts about Underground, is that you could get real silly with it. I think they added like particle effects and like, yeah. That's terrifying, seeing a fucking 3D model of old thing. Ooh, Doom also. Wow. Doom guy busting some shit out. That's crazy. Wait, is it live today? Oh no, coming July 11th. Gotcha. We can pre-order probably today. That looks neat. I think it's a win for people who like skateboarding games. There hasn't been one for a long time. Or at least a good one, I think, in a long time. That one looks pretty good quality. Another world premiere. I bet they're going to sell you microtransactions.
G-Red said it is nice to see Bam skating again. He went through some shit.
Yeah. Bam.
Ignoring Fetus said demo is live today.
Oh, demo, that's what they said. Nice. Okay, that's cool to see if it was good. I wish they did more of that shit where, like, and you can play this game that's pretty hype today. Like they did with Oblivion. That was awesome. I hope they kept doing stuff like that because it's so nice because you don't get, like, this weird hype window. And I think it could work with other games. I don't think you could do it day one. I think you could do, like, and this is coming out at the end of this week, and then you just do a fuck ton of marketing. This is weird. This is for somebody, but it's not for me. Know your battles, gang. Hear me out, developers. If you want to sell this game, you make her hair a little less long, and you give her some breastplated armor. Doesn't have to be anything underneath, but it just has to be that. Why does she look better than her? That's fucked up. Although, the one angle. Anyways, sorry. I just know that games like this can sell if you just hard lock onto a particular community. Okay. I think everyone's more sexualized than her, than the main character. She looks cool. That's dope as hell.
G-Red said, yay, I'm not sold on her aesthetics either.
Yeah. That's pretty epic, though, dude. You fucking blocking a giant's body. Wouldn't you just be like the nail going straight into the ground? Like, that's something they don't account for with the physics of this. If something that big hits you, you would just be like into the earth itself. You'd have to have like enough surface area to be able to hold through that. Anyway. Maybe if you moved fast enough to where like you created your own momentum, but even then, wouldn't you then push into? I don't know what the physics are about it. Ooh, okay. I'm actually curious about what this game is. The new Gears of War game. The Year Zero, but I don't think that's what this is. Experience the groundbreaking origin. Are they rebooting Gears? That's kind of cool. I don't know if it's as cool as some other reboots, but yeah. Change gaming forever. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Well, they fumbled it pretty hard, though, you know? Like, damn. Like, Call of Duty's still going strong, and I feel like Call of Duty and Gears are pretty on par with each other at one point. That's pretty good. Faces look different, or improved. Crossplay, is that what that said?
G-Red said, honestly, Gears 1 does not need a remake.
No, it's not that bad looking. It also doesn't look like pretty enough, you know? Like it's like 4K, 120 FPS. I'm like, yeah, but it still looks kind of rough. Like the textures haven't been improved, it seems like.
Let's do this.
It looks pretty good, actually. The faces look really good.
This is gonna be awesome.
I'm not upset at it. Gears of War Reloaded 2026. Yeah, it's not bad. I wish I would seen the new game, the new Doom game, but yeah. That game's probably been in development for like almost 3 years now, right? Maybe longer. World premiere. So far, I feel like this has been a much more entertaining game thing. There's been also a lot more volume. Now, whether the I think some of the games I think are probably destined to be decent. What is this? Gal gun? Sorry. TVs. Persona. This is one of the few things that I have not got into that everyone is into and tells me that it's amazing. Revival? Oh, is it just a reboot of a previous Persona game? Cool. That's nice for people who love Persona. Beyond Game Pass thing, yes.
The Smugglers League
Sea of Thieves.
Always there.
I feel like they should make another version of Sea of Thieves at this point.
You won't hear us.
And there it is. Persona or this?
The only way you'd ever know it
Probably Persona.
is if that's what we wanted.
G-Red said no. Fuck the time management systems. I wish I could get into Persona, but I hate that
Yeah, I don't
shit.
like that either. Surely you can mod it out though, no?
Gnawing Fetus said yeah. Persona reboots typically include all previous add-ons and some new stuff too.
So I guess my question
Yeah, I wouldn't like the time management system either.
Can you handle that?
I'm wondering if you could mod it out though. A new role to play.
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better.
Gunpowder instead of gold.
Smugglers need to be adaptable.
I feel like that's gonna be dangerous. It's one shot away from complete catastrophe. Okay.
You should be ready to take advantage of others.
And anybody still playing Sea of Thieves today is probably got fucking going crazy with the aim. I was gonna say I have no life. That's rude. That makes no sense. There were sparks there.
You mod the time management out of the game. You mod the game out of the game law.
I'm happy with modding the game out of the game. As long as I get to experience what I like about it.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League.
G-Red said I doubt it. The time system is so ingrained into how Persona games work.
Oh, is it? Dang.
You're paying for that.
How lame. Is that why you have to play like 200 hours of it? Because you have to keep replaying it because your fucking time management system shit itself? Or is there like a tutorial over there where like, hey, you should bang out these two things first because they're the thing that will screw you the most with time management, and then everything else you'll have enough time to?
Premiere.
Okay. Is this Duke Nukem or some shit? We have a swear. What?
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
The woes of traffic. Oh my fuck! It's invincible. Okay. But let's see if what me and Red said is the same, where they always fumble the ball on like animation convergence things.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even.
Why? Why are the FPS smaller for them? I fucking despise this art style thing, man. Also, Invincible doesn't have that. It's such a dog shit thing. Like, it also doesn't make any sense. Like with 3D animation, your value is that you can have like infinite frames and smooth movement. It's weird that they're trying to emulate the worst limitation of fucking animation, or of like anime animation, where you have to like draw every still image.
You'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
Is this like one of the parallel universe things?
G-Red said, fuck fucking Sake, this low FPS animation train.
Yeah.
It needs to die.
I hope it dies.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good.
That's the only thing I dislike about Invincible, is that he's always like saying shit through like blood. Like, I'm gonna kick your fucking hell. Like, brother, you're gonna die. Like, relax. Okay, so it's a beat 'em up. Yeah, this is a fumble to me. Again, we could have had like a cool hey, you're a superhero in the Invincible universe. It's an RPG, maybe. I think I'm just starved for an RPG. Also, that's probably a problem with me. We need to play more Oblivion, get our rocks off. Yeah. But there's a lot. Man, beat 'em up people are eating good, like a brawler
Red
type
said,
thing.
of course, they go the cheap route and make it a damn fighter.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I guess I think they're trying to come from Mortal Kombat's lunch. Like, look how bloody we are, but it just doesn't look as good. Like, weirdly enough, the like high detail art actually works pretty well with the Mortal Kombat stuff, but I don't know if comic book brutality is the same. You know what I mean? I think that's why Tekken and all these other games, like Street Fighter, they go for more like flurries of like color and particle effects to kind of supplement that because it's so cartoony. Anywho, oh, this is for y'all who are a Final Fantasy head. This is one of the few franchises I have missed completely, like completely. Although because I've existed in the game space so long, I still understand some of the references, like Tifa getting shish kebabbed and the saddest moment in Final Fantasy, this and that. So yes, coming this winter, probably, maybe, probably not. We'll see.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
This one I want to go and play. This was gonna be my first, but then I had no time to play it because they're so fucking massive. Oh.
G-Red said, I am interested in FF7. But not until the damn game is done.
Yeah.
And this episodic shit is finally over.
Is it going to be over soon? Because I feel like you still got to wait like probably 4 years, 8 years maybe. And it's already been like 7. I feel like 7 feels right. Available today. Is it okay? Is it a DLC? What? Or is it on Game Pass? I don't know. Probably that's what it means. Final Fantasy is available on Game Pass today. All right. Yeah, I'll play Final Fantasy. I'll pass on Final Fantasy. Not for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted because that gameplay looks cool. I feel like, especially the emo, like, goth band, boy band thing. That one looks fun because each character looks unique. Oh, what is this? That looks like familiar. That thing. Is this that brain game? Psychonauts are different. I hate it. You play a fucking lighthouse. Okay. Dude, sometimes indie developers need to be told to chill out. Okay. I have this idea. You play a lighthouse in a world that's like it's like if we zoomed in on bacteria, but like think more beautiful. Let's do some drugs and you'll totally get it. You're like, okay. What? It's so weird, man. I just don't know who this is for. You know? Who was like, oh man, I'm waiting for this fucking lighthouse game. For a game that makes you play a sentient lighthouse in a weird Tim Burton ass world. Okay. Some people hate money. Or have too much of their own, like, probably people just have like a dream for making a game and they finally have the team to make it and they probably have made a bunch of shitty mobile games to then fund this game and blah blah blah.
Games like Psychonauts showed how Double Fine excels.
That motherfucker is on Ozempic. I guarantee that shit. Good for you, Phil.
Is no exception.
You like at a perfect body weight.
Next year marks
healthy as shit.
25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you help build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. creators like In Exile reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players.
Don't end it
And
on this
Team
weird,
Ninja
obscure
returning
game, please.
to the beloved series they
Give me one
debuted
more.
on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld.
Yeah, but I
which
feel like
lets
that's the route
you
they're
bring
going.
your
They
Xbox
still might make a tower,
experience and your
like a PC
library
adjacent,
with you
super
anywhere.
overkill
I hope
console.
you enjoyed
It's not even a
the breadth
console.
and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins.
Obsidian's one of the few companies I
where
think
you'll
will
go
get in the
inside
bag and
the
actually go and
studio
doing
for
good
an
things with it.
extended look at the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for
Oh,
joining
I thought
us
we get
today.
one more.
But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
I feel like they always hit us with nostalgia.
World
A
premiere.
butterfly. Oh, is this that one fucking game? Oh, I wish I knew that off the top of my head. Darker than light or some shit. I don't know. That's not what it's called. Nope.
Welcome to the guild.
Not that.
We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Okay.
You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives.
Okay.
Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed
I didn't kill that fucking butterfly.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow
Roomba drones.
now. We are pioneering the
Tanks?
future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life,
It's all a simulation.
reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Sure, that'd be $1,000. That was an expensive effing TV. It just kills though? No. I don't know. I'm fucking so lost. Resistance? I don't know. Alan Wake? I don't. What is happening? I want something. Bite onto. What is this?
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
What? What is this? Oh. Oh, this college. What a fucking disappointing thing to end it with. It's the new Call of Duty. They'll love it. I know it's cool because it's coming to Game Pass and it's super cheap or something, but man. I guess that's cool for some people for sure.
G-Red said FFS.
Yeah. That's pretty sad. I thought it'd be something like, woo, but no, it's just Call of Duty is coming to Game Pass the 7th or whatever it is. Nice. All right. My body. Yeah, because it doesn't really, we don't have to do it live. We will check out the Direct for Obsidian, but It kind of be nice to skip past shit if we don't want to see stuff. But what do you guys think about all this? I quite enjoyed that. I thought that was a much better showcase. I mean, I've been saying this for the last 3 years, but I feel like Xbox knows how to put on a good show. Even if the games are kind of okay, they are doing a pretty good job. We got the first thing. Did we pass it already? Yeah, we got this great trailer for the Outer Worlds, which just looks awesome. They showed like better melee combat and all that stuff. I probably should put on some sort of background music. But yes, it all looks quite good. That was Red's gameplay we were watching at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, High on Life was also pretty cool. I'm excited for High on Life. I'm not sure if you guys are also that. I didn't beat the first one, so hopefully they adjust it. But it looks like they added like a skateboard and better movement, which kind of looks neat. And also more gun variety and stuff like that. I don't know if we're a lizard. No, we look like we're a guy. But yeah, still killing random people. Anyways, what was the other one that stood out in a good way? Yeah, we have this weird like Assassin's Creed Persia India type vibe. I don't know what to feel about it. I don't know we didn't really see enough of what it is. We have Xbox partnering with a fucking software company making a new Steam Deck version type thing, except it's for Xbox, but apparently it can interface with everything, which is kind of neat. This was kind of a neat thing from Bandai Namco. We have like this weird vampire game. This is the one I thought Red would be deeply into because it's vampires. I think you do play a guy though, so maybe less into it. But yeah, you play a vampire. It's like a RPG.
Fetus said the time-based steampunk game.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember its name.
Yes, that one was huge. That one was a big takeaway for me. Actually, that might be my crowning achievement one, where I'm like, that one is the big takeaway for this. Team Ninja. Yeah, this is the Ninja game. Still a Ninja game. Indiana Jones, who gives a shit. More of this Japanese Ninja game, which looked kind of neat. But this was the one that me and Nong were both like, this is it. I'm excited for this. It's got like it's like an old steampunk time traveler RPG game where it seems like you're continually running it back and putting different people, making choices and like putting them in power. And I feel like you're gonna basically like continue to put people in power only to see the future be shitty. So you have to keep going back in time to then try to put the right people in power. It looks like it has like decent gameplay. The gameplay doesn't look like where they put all their budget in, to be fair. Where they put their budget looks like it's more in like the customizations and the wittiness of all the robots and how cool everything looks. So I would say that was probably my number one takeaway for all this. We didn't get any Fable. We didn't get any Fable, even though it
Lone
was...
Syndicate said shit forgot we were streamed
It's
today.
all good, Lone. We missed you, buddy. We just finished up seeing the things. We still have to go through the Outer Worlds Direct, which I can't wait to see. But... we seen this game, which looked absolutely cool. And what was the other one? Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's crazy that we still haven't seen any Fable, despite it was supposed to come out this year. And we have no gameplay still. Like none. And this game's been in development for such a long time. Now, my only hope is that because it's in such a long development, hopefully we're getting all of our boxes checked. Yes, this man pisses himself. Brutal. Anyways, but hopefully that means we're getting all of our boxes checked. We are going to get Fable with the good, like the body modification, with the beauty, with the cool choices, and da-da-ba-ba. But still, it is kind of crazy that we have seen none of that.
said Fable is very likely going through dev hell.
Probably. Which is weird, because I wonder if, like, I heard people, like, Phil Spencer was, like, juiced about it. But maybe like, I don't know, maybe it's not that good and he's just a psychopath, you know? Who knows? But yeah, this was fun. Especially that you can character, like, just how absurdist everything looks like. Also, that stash is crazy. That beard has wings, like I said. Crazy. Was there any other game that stood out to me in a big way? Yeah, Grounded 2 was kind of whatever. I don't know. The Grounded 1 left a bad taste in my mouth because it was I played it in early access and it was just such a nothing game. Like, it had no content in it. There's a new... This was one I thought Lone would get a kick out of. It's like a Dead Spacey kind of game. Very cool. We have another one that's like a weird... Yeah, this one looks kind of weird to me, like in a good way. Where is it? This one. This one surprised me. This is like the version of indie that I enjoy, which is like some super eccentric, but still fun kind of gameplay loop. Let's skip two ticks ahead. But yeah, you like make a house, kind of neat. And then you like figure out some mysteries, but like the way you build up the house looks fun, you know? This is not what it is. skip past all this. Dude sells some whimsicalness. He gives you a gun, and then you could like repaint walls and blast off
Lone
shit.
Syndicate said, did anything good? Show any bangers I wasn't here for. Also, hopefully Fable doesn't end up like Duke Nukem 3D.
Hopefully, man. At this point, I have my favorite games of all time. I think for the longest time have always been Fable and then Saints Row. And Saints Row has already gotten massacred, so it's not looking good for me. For my track record of beloved games, yeah. I also loved and adored Rage, and I think that game also got fucking eviscerated, so yeah. Rage is one of those games I fucking adored, and I don't know why maybe so many people hated it, but I loved Rage. Yeah. What were your guys' takeaways? I know Nong liked the steampunky one. Yeah. What about you? What about you, Red? Did any of them stand out to you? Granted, you missed a chunk of the show, so I yeah. So yeah. Also, Lone, did you catch any of them, or did you sleep in and you couldn't see any of the trailers pop up? The turn-based steampunk game, Lone, that thing looked awesome. Was it turn-based? Oh, fuck, I hope it wasn't turn-based. It looked like it was a shooter. If it was a turn-based steampunk game, then yee.
Lone Syndicate said, because I would very much like to experience this legendary game that is your favorite.
Where have you won it?
G-Red said IDK. To be honestly, I already forgot while we watched.
That's fair. I was gonna say, Lone, if you want to do that, then just go back and play.
Time-based, not turn.
Time-based. Sorry, my brain seemed my stupid eyes. I was gonna say, if you wanted to experience that game, then Lone, it's Fable 2, but it probably looks a little rough around the edges at this point. But I still think it has enough unique style that it still holds up, even the visual elements of it, because your body mutates and shit like that, or morphs. But yeah, man, I might be biased a little bit. Well, not really, because I love PlayStation. I love like God of War. I think I'd love the shit out of the Spider-Man games. But I think this Direct was just much better. It had more games, had more volume, and actually had more hits to me.
G-Red said check that Expanse trailer.
The Expanse trailer? Which was that one? What was the Expanse trailer? I don't remember names. So which one was it the weird one that looked like a bunch of... This one? Was that the one you mean? The Expanse in your DM. Oh, that one. Yeah, I want to go check out the thing, but it should be quick, right? Should be a long video. I want to check out the Direct for the thing. Yeah, it's only 3 minutes. We should be fine. All right, let's check this out. Let's pause the music. Let's pause the playback of this as well. Jump back to live gameplay. Whoop. All right. It's a space game. Wait, didn't we see this? No.
Zafar, pull up NavTech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
It's pretty cool. Especially for people who like space travel. It's a little loud. What is it? Is it like Starfield or Starcraft? No, fuck it, what is it called? That's Star Citizen. It looks cool. It's funny because you contrast this with the sci-fi PlayStation game with the girl who's like drinking the drink and shit. This one has a much more like aggressive, badass vibe.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Feels like a lot of tech to put in a grenade, but badass.
In your loader. They never look up.
Reminds me of my Doom moment, but anyways.
Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Dead. Killed immediately.
Hello, sir. I need backup.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'll cover you.
It seems like it's almost like Division meets space warfare. Like the Division 2.
Lone Syndicate said we're the gameplay.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. I'm hoping we get to see some actual what it looks like.
Thanks.
Might just be proof of concept stuff, but it looks nice. The visuals, eh?
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Let me guess. He's a zombie.
Hey, buddy.
Space crystal zombie. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I got the vibe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely got like a Division vibe.
Glad you're still breathing.
Wow, that's a lot of particle effects. Like destructible environments. Is it like a RPG or is it a story-driven game? Or is it like a co-op thing? Huh. It looks neat. I'm game. If it, like, it kind of gives me a vibe of like it's like seems like Division meets Starfield, which I mean, hopefully, or Star Citizen, maybe I should say. Yeah, if that can deliver, then that's huge. I'm intrigued.
G-Red said action RPG with third-person shooting.
Action RPG? Okay, so it is.
Navy space gameplay, IDK.
Okay.
Lone Syndicate said not much of a space fan myself, but looked interesting.
Looked interesting, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Now we commence to the Outer Worlds hype sesh for me. We drink some coffee. I get a little bit tired. Yes. Yes. Yep. Uh-huh.
We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us?
Grounded doesn't feel quite like a game, but sure.
Sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Lone Syndicate said, side note, made me some smothered chicken and potatoes today and had some blueberry lemonade.
Sounds delicious and really healthy, actually. Good for you. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's ever a good idea to do these kind of things with like overwhelming confidence. I mean, if anything, you should always be like, we're doing our best. We think we listen to player feedback and we think we made it better. Instead of being like, I've done this so many times and I'm gonna kill it every time. You're like, oh, not the best vibe.
Let the killing commence.
I feel like they've added a really good ragdoll. That's the only thing I've noticed in the last couple trailers that we've seen. That's a lot of bloom. Man.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1.
Yes.
It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money. We have power over them.
Okay. I like it. This is a new and improved inventory system. We got guns and all that stuff. We got our loadout. Do we see anything weird? We can have 4 weapons, but I guess the 4th slot takes the time to unlock. I don't like that they relegated the body piece and then the head piece. as different. It makes it so that like if you don't like some aspect of the chess piece, you can't really change it. Maybe this changes, but probably not.
This time we're able to go
Base
a
health
lot
increase
deeper
for
because
medkits.
we have more time and money, which is a great thing.
Hell yeah.
And we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
That's a pretty good range for a shotgun in these games. Usually it's like, yeah, you gotta be point blank.
So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game.
Hell yeah.
Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create.
Yes, Obsidian is notorious for building like making other people's worlds better. It's cool to see. It'd be really cool to see if they do better in this case. Because you never know.
Syndicate said now that shotgun got a bit of range to
Yeah.
it like that.
It's
also,
really
the
just a
animations where like they could have cheaply dumped the entire mag and then reloaded one. They only reloaded the bits that were like empty, which is kind of neat.
Fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG.
It does.
Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat.
What is that? That's something cool to me.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things.
Okay, so if you have enough brawn, you get to just rip this fucking door open. If you have enough mechanic engineering, you do this. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you. You always want engineering, okay? There's gonna be some bullshit quest where you can't fucking deactivate the death bot or some shit and get a death bot unless you have engineering plus 20,000 or some shit. So it's brawn is never used enough in video games, and maybe it's because it auto scales and stuff. Is there no romance stuff? I didn't check that. Do we have confirmation that there's gonna be no romance stuff in Outer Worlds? I don't know if we got confirmation on that. We might.
Combat, conversations, and areas.
Damn,
that we call
Oblivion being
RPG
asexual.
interactions, which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve
Well, there's
problems
an animation
in
for
unique
each.
ways in our new, bigger worlds.
That's kind of cool. that's actually, I like that charming.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create.
That's the main thing that this is why I love Oblivion really, right? Like when you're playing it, it's so many RPGs to me to have like lost the sight of depth, like, or even skill expression or a story expression, like you being able to make a
Lone
choice.
Syndicate said, ooh, I like that, make it feel like my choice.
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
That's why I liked Cyberpunk.
Yeah, especially, Cyberpunk was a good example of that too. Had a lot of those things in it.
We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies.
Wait a minute. I see that this is where all these games lose me. If I can do this,
Character builds and combos.
we're like, yeah, it's probably just that. You probably just unlock this thing that kills shit. If I can, like, I wish so many games let you actually be powerful. Like, if you have, like, 70 engineering, why can't I go to, like, a planet filled with mechs like this that also want to kill me, but I can, like, grab 6 of them, or not 6, that's too much, but grab, like, 2 of them, and then you have, like, a fucking bunch of things that maybe you have to, like, spend some bolts to repair them. Hopefully it's a really good economy of it, though. But maybe when you get to the fucking final skill point of engineering, they just auto-regenerate or auto-come back. Shit like that would be so cool. Instead, you're like, in this one level, there's one machine that gets you this cool robot, but that's it. You'll never see it again, and your build is very situational, and you're like, what the fuck?
Can express
What
their
the fuck?
role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty fun. Never mind, I take that back. I take that back. So we got a human companion, now we also got bot companions. I don't think we had bots beforehand. So that's sick. You can have like what essentially is they're probably New Vegas had, what was it, Willie or Wally, or I don't know what it was, but it was like a
different abilities.
B12, I don't know what it was called, but it was like this floating radio bot. Choices and reactivity. Okay, this is huge. These are already something we're good
In the
at.
first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate
Yep.
to build on top
Look
of
at that
with
ass.
various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals.
Okay.
They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong.
Okay, what happened to our character?
You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Arts of Record. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been...
Ooh! Sorry, pause. Anyway, so we got ex-convict, gambler, a lawbringer, professor, who is not going to pick the gun guy? Anyways, what does this say this does? Your background represents who you were prior to joining the Earth. The thing, backgrounds are usually a variety plays through playstyle as conversions.
G-Red said, I wish they would expand on the space aspect with your ship.
Yeah, I kind of don't. I feel like, to me, maybe it's fucked up. Well, I would say I wouldn't like that, but to me, I'd much rather, like, Starfield exists. Star Citizen exists. For people who want more of like that space vibe. To me, I feel like we are in like a
Lone Syndicate said Gambler all the way.
Gambler all the way. I feel like we are in a place with like modern RPGs where so few of them go deep into like the depth of your choices anymore, or the depth of what like you can build your character in, or even like reward mechanisms, you know. To where like I wanted RPG selfishly just that does those things really well, just to show everyone that like that makes an RPG an RPG. As much as it would be cool to have like space building mechanics, I hope we get those things first. I think like that's a testament to like why I didn't really connect with Starfield, is because it did have a lot of cool mechanics like space building and all these kind of things and weapon crafting and all that stuff. But ultimately, it didn't matter because the choices didn't mean nothing, and your build didn't really amount to much as well, and things like that, you know.
Actual lawbringer, and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits.
Perfect. Let me see what this is. All right, Braun. You're able to perform a great feats of strength in combat. You're an unstoppable brute force. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are your baseline traits, maybe? So Braun was something you have to pick at the very beginning, I guess. So it's not just out of a consequence of your, like you investing in strength, it seems like. Sliding or sprinting into hostiles will knock down hostiles. That's actually pretty overpowered. Oh, it's like a 5-second cooldown. It's a little shitty. It's a little shitty. Brilliant. Your intelligence, able to easily solve problems and more easily pick up new skills. Yeah, this is usually one that's just stupid. During skill selection, specialization is 1 additional skill point. Specialization starts with 2 points. Yeah, see, like, I don't know. I feel like brilliant is always one you pick because you get more innate skills. Maybe it's only 2, but still. Heroic, other tend to naturally follow and look for. Oh, shit! I have to pick that one. Damn it! Oh, that's the companion build, which I was so good in Outer Worlds 1.
Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to read all these.
Attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for
okay, so you have innovative. You're innovative in clarity, always able to find unique solutions in complex problems. You've found numerous ways to be more effective with crafting. Various crafting recipes are more effective for you, allowing you to create more items for fewer resources. Okay.
Worlds 2, which are these big changes.
Nimble, fucking stop being so fast, you piece of shit. Isn't that what it tabs you out by 1 millisecond? God damn it.
Changes.
Damn it.
We had attributes in the first Outer Worlds. We've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2,
Pause.
which are these...
Nimble. You're quick and dexterous, able to move quickly while standing in combat. Crouch speed. Okay, so whatever. Relentless. I've lost that, whatever. Luck. You're lucky. Things tend to go your way. 5 critical chance means nothing. Certain opportunities are just fuck. Damn it. Damn it, man. We only pick 1? Oh, that sucks ass. I want all these. These are great, especially luck. My luck is probably going to have some goober ass nonsense shit of like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy if I shot that impossible shot, shoots and just happens to get it? Damn it. That's going to be Lone's Gambler start probably. We checked out Nimble. Did we check out Resilient? You can power through even the deadliest of injuries in your thing. Yeah, death is prevented for 3 seconds the first time you would have died each combat. Okay. Not bad.
Changes to your character depending on which one.
Innovative, we already checked out that one, yeah.
Ones you pick.
Awesome. Those are actually pretty different.
Something like brilliant.
You know you've made a good skill tree, I think, or done this right. When I want multiple of these things, and I'm already thinking about, shit, if I did, maybe next playthrough. Maybe next playthrough I can have that.
Where you can tag extra
Brilliant
skills
seems good.
And you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back dumb. So
Ooh, okay. So when you pick, you can pick 2. Okay, you pick 2. Let's go. Okay, good. You can pick one of them. I think I pick lucky and a heroic just because I want the cooldown for your companions. But that's so sick. Abrasive. You're hard on the ears, and people don't like to talk to you. Others have a hard time accepting you into their communities and organizations. Standing with any faction can never increase past trust. Limited discounts, speech bonuses, and if you choose 2, you have to choose a negative trait. Is that what that is? You must now select a negative trait. You may instead remove one of your positive traits. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Oh, please tell me there's one that's not that bad. Like, you just take more damage. And I'm like, that's fine. I got better armor. Dumb. You weren't recruited for your abilities to plan or to solve problems. You just can't learn something new. During skill selection, lock 5 of the 12 available skills. Those skills can never have any points added to them. Actually, may not be as bad as you might think.
So players love the dumb option.
Lone Syndicate said, "Give and take, it seems."
Yeah. If you want to overly take though, which I feel like with luck, I kind of want that one, just because of this like hidden option here. Dang, I'm curious.
Do you believe in signs?
What we got options? You mean like the ones that say trespassing and not entry? Sure don't. Requires dumb trait. Okay. So that's what that is. Gotcha.
Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
Look at voice acting.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
And it'll just work?
After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing.
Red says, I don't like that. I hate negative. I mean, the negatives to me didn't seem unreasonable, though. Like I think a lot of times, like if you were to actually think about like your build in these games, how many times do you actually like use, I don't know, whether it's like heavy armor. I'm like, I hate heavy armor. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think it's that. They don't look too bad for me.
Using your skills. The skills themselves.
All right, pause skills. Now we got leadership, increases companion damage, and increases your companion health. I think it also scales off of charisma. Lockpicking, evasion chance is interesting. That increases with that. Melee damage, damage when blocking is reduced. Neat. Is there anything cool over here? No.
Allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing.
Yeah. What are these other ones? Medic increases toxic crash threshold. Ooh, that's cool. So you can like use more meds to boost yourself up. That's kind of cool. Observation difficulty and lower hidden objects can be found. Fuck, that one's actually really. Yeah, I hate when they add stuff like that. Anything like perception based, it sucks.
G-Red said I used heavy armor in the first one. I mained the minigans.
Yeah, the minigun. But there's gotta be one skill that you never touched and you had no interest into. So you have to find 5 of those skills. And I'm thinking, I think I could do that. I also like how it's not just like, again, I'd be upset if the bonuses didn't feel that good, but it's funny that even the negative traits can actually provide bonuses in the real world for you. So it's negative, but it also has areas where it's positive. And you don't need to do that. You can just pick one skill, like one trait and not have to pick a negative. I wonder if you can keep picking multiple, like if you pick 3 skills traits, do you have to pick another negative? Probably not. Probably caps out at what it is. I feel like I'll go with a science build. Yeah, because the special tech build things seem quite good. Meter, max stacks per physical damage, type non-side effect. Okay. Sneak is always powerful. That is speech, baby. Difficulty with low speech checks can be. Okay, so did they change that? They made it change that. That's kind of corny. Yeah, because I didn't see any like numbers that we can put into things level up individual things. So I don't see. I think they separated speech and leadership, which is shitty.
Thing from playing stealthily.
G-Red said, I hope they improve how shooting feels, though. It was not very smooth or responsive with control.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the game's strong suit for sure. But the gameplay that I've seen, it looks like they really, and that we watched a deep dive into it, and they said that they tried to really improve it, which it does look like it's more like fast paced.
An explosive specialty.
But we'll see. Why don't you take a step back, man?
Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that.
Borrowed it?
Even grander, we actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
Does it have, if it doesn't have a failure chance, and that's huge. I don't see any percentage, so long as I can guarantee, this was the issue with the fucking anything like luck-wise or like stealth-wise. It's like you take this and you get this guy aggro on you, and it's like, oh, I'm screwed, you know.
There's another perk called Heavy-Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Okay. You just crater someone?
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk.
That guy's a freak.
As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it.
What? That's great. Does it have to be innocent? Humans you kill drop their hearts, gain a bonus max health for each of those trophies you've collected. The chance to drop is 100 if the target wasn't hostile with you. Also, perk Psychopath. So I guess that's a perk that can come up in dialogue. That's a pretty unique perk, man. See, okay, I'm my biggest worry when I seen the
Lone Syndicate said Reaper
build. Yeah. I was gonna say my biggest worry with when I seen the what's it called, the the flaw system we've seen was they didn't look very powerful. That's actually substantially powerful. Like if you wanted, that would make your build substantially better. I'm sure it's only by like a certain percentage. That's 5% of your health per thing. That's not bad. Yeah. Well, there are gonna be some guides when this game comes out. But like, you want to go to this tiny little town? You want to do some unspeakable things, okay? And then you're gonna be good for the rest of the game.
We have this perk called Assassin. Now this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
How much? It's okay. That's it. Not bad. That's kind of sick. I didn't really think about how you using slow-mo like that. Yeah, and the stealth looks like he didn't see it very quickly. Like that was, you're able to play stealthy.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws.
I don't feel like this guy is really the head.
Give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Lone Syndicate said, damn stab at my in the crotch evil.
Stab right in the crotch? Yeah. I mean, he's dying.
You have bad knees.
So
when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire.
Kleptomaniac.
Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
That's actually
tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
you're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour. I get an hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game.
That's pretty fun. I like that humor.
Bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to...
Man. Man, let me guess. When you get up off the ground, you crack your old ass knees. You kill your stealth build.
Take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear
Oh, that brother. That's too relatable. Oh.
G-Red said that was actually funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them.
All right.
So you have to be very careful about how you use it.
That's kind of bullshit. Yeah. If you're like looking at stuff like make a quick save. Look, that one's a little bit too much risk.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone.
So this one, I had a
Lone Syndicate said I like that little detail.
Yeah, I like that little detail. I was about to say this to me is one that I thought was when they showed us, and I thought was a bad example because it's such a massive negative. You're permanently having a filter on your face of seeing the game with like weird light bloom. And the thing that they gave you was that permanent damage to your vision, weapon spread is increased by 100%. So not only are you seeing shittily, your now weapon spread is crazy. But then they're like, you know what offsets that? Continuously heal while outside during the day, up to half of your health. What the fuck? Make that all of your health and maybe even make it all the time. Like a slow regen. Like it's not that good. Like it's such a massive negative.
Playing their game, so everything becomes like light shafts and blooms.
I will bet you nobody takes that perk.
It makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that.
The first one maybe. First one maybe.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like
That's
I
me.
do, well, you'll be offered the flaw.
Well, let's see what this is. Will you say?
Over-prepared.
I want to read. I'll fuck this guy. Over-prepared. Missing only a shot or two doesn't matter. You've already reloaded. If you ever let the weapon run out of ammo, you'll deal less damage for a short time. But all your guns now hold more ammunition. 50% more magazine size ain't bad. But 40% damage for 8 seconds if you let your magazine completely run out? Damn. What if I read like a double barrel? I'm like, fuck. I'm screwed.
Now, you'll get
That's not
larger
bad.
magazine
That's a better
sizes on
split.
all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into
Weapons look so cool.
weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we
Lone
also allow
Syndicate
for a
said
lot
I
of
would
fun
take
and
that perk.
Yeah, me too. I think I probably would take it.
You can be a mad
G-Red
scientist
said good for
who utilizes
miniguns.
Yeah, good for miniguns. Yeah.
gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Faces says, been playing Tainted Grail and am excited for Final Fantasy Tactics, Witcher 4, and Code Vein 2. Nice, Faces. What do you call it? Yeah, Code Vein 2 looked a little weird to me. It looked like it wasn't quite as sharp as the previous game, but yeah. Although those ones sound I agree with. Although I haven't seen the Witcher trailer, or the Witcher
Not
dev
only do you
showcase
kind of
thing.
encounter this very early, and it's a very core
Tech
one
demo.
to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways.
Ooh, okay. Hopefully this is
So
not
you
just
may
this
solve
moment,
it
or
by,
just this
you know,
quest.
speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
Okay.
I may have need of your help, stranger. If you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the
Well, they seem nice. Maybe.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside
Love
the
it.
POI, lower the bridge itself.
Oh, yes, that fucking dude. Okay, it's crazy how such a one little change can make such a big difference. They definitely added better ragdoll. Like that's the one thing that's very clear. Is that like that one change just makes all the weapons feel so much better when you just fucking level a motherfucker like that. So running guns an
You
option.
could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Is talk my ass off an option? Because I'll probably do that one. Ooh. What if we didn't need to kill that guy? If you like slow down time, pull the lever. You probably don't have access to slow time yet.
Bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across.
Or you just spam a bunch of healing
or
items.
Double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vries if we start tossing.
Damn! You just killed one of your friends.
Our own to the raps. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
I would point out my flaws before we play this game. If my companion says those guys, I don't like them, and I can get affinity with them, we're killing those people. Unless they're really good guys. But if they're even slightly morally bankrupt, we're gonna fucking eviscerate them.
It's such a fun quest, but again,
loyalty
really
is more important than the fucking weird.
Solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. That was good options. Factions and companions.
From the very
Tell me we can bone our companions. Sorry. Anyway.
At the beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This
Lone Syndicate said agreed, GRINN.
Agreed. Thank you, Lone. Backing me up.
Every colony can be its own thing with its own
G-Red
flavor.
said except third-person lore.
There's a third person, I think. Yeah, there's a third person. Yeah. There's been a third person in the previous Outer Worlds game, I believe.
On anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their
G-Red
legacy
said there was
as the
no
inventor
third
of the
person
drop.
in the first game.
Are you sure? I thought there was. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there is Red. Unless there was a weird thing where, yeah, I'm almost, maybe I'm off, but I thought there was. I thought for sure there was. I'll have to look into that because you may be right. But yeah, I thought there was.
And their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes
Terrifying
and lore of
Moon
the
Man.
Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that.
I love that they love Fallout New Vegas as much as I do. This is great.
So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions.
Nice.
You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of
Game looks
unique music
beautiful.
they've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been
like combat
interacting with.
music?
So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium
That's awesome.
gas at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too.
Ooh.
As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices.
My biggest worry with this is I really hope that there's a way to do like so much, build up so much goodwill with your companion that even if you screw over their faction, they're like, all right, fuck these guys anyway. You know, like I hope that's the thing.
Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val.
Oh, I love Val.
Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin.
Granny companion.
Right. She's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts.
I like it.
And in her case, violence in
I like
general.
the tats.
You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence.
This was the character Red said, bleh. But I think she looks pretty cool.
Her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Auntie's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now
I can
dead.
see through her arm.
There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things.
She got a little baby arm.
Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions.
Too much sausage, but anyway.
I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important
G-Red
part
said I changed my mind.
of merchandising.
Remove
because
her
that's
helmet
the real
and
beauty
she's
of the
hot.
sequel. We're talking
Tattoos
merch,
and red hair.
baby.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Lone Syndicate said so. He's the Punisher of Outer Worlds.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I didn't think
Because
didn't
that's
click
the real
that.
beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nah.
Okay. Sure. Art and propaganda.
Visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space.
Look a little gritty.
The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Auntie's Choice, which shifts the
Lone
visuals to be more
Syndicate said
reminiscent
that
of
Little
a
cringe,
World War
little cringe,
I-like
but
setting in
we've
space.
seen worse, so I'll give it a
Evolution
pass.
is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design.
A lot of things have style in this
So
game.
when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story.
Now, what happens if the coolest armor in the game happens to be wielded by blood-curdling pedophiles? Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay,
First Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations, and while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
Okay.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump,
I love it,
mantle
man.
and parkour your way through all of the nooks and
And
crannies
slide
of these
too.
worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun.
Yeah, Avowed had the
finding
same type
really
of
cool
movement,
stuff.
except with that double jump. But nice. Weapons and gunplay, baby.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. Nice. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost.
Hell yeah.
Like, we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here.
What?
Of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark. I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C. Capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're going to take those people. We're going to make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones. Ha, ha. Not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C?
Dev getting fucking wrecked.
Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I want to make them happy. So let's, okay? All right.
This is Red. Red is the guy he's afraid of, okay? If there's anyone who hates bad performance, it is Red.
Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you got to agonize about how many people are going to be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at
what the fuck? So they know. They know we want just one romance skill tree, you sons of bitches. Anyways.
Have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this?
Thank you, man. I'm with this guy. Other than the pre-order thing I was so about, but this is true. This is 100% true. What the F?
How many people have been in love? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're in love.
Dev?
Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down.
Oh.
T, trois. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel
G-Red
better
said,
than
okay, fuck that. I don't like
You don't like him? Why?
And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way.
I thought it makes sense with the
we
good with the
on
bit.
Improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy. To things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character
Hell yeah, it
to
does.
each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry.
Nice.
We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades.
Ew.
Or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
Okay.
We have a weapon called Rookie's
Ew.
Roll that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game.
That's actually pretty cool.
Every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup.
Does it become more like
We have
crazy?
a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to
You don't want to
enemies
eat some
into a stealth
tumors,
attack.
Red? Weird. You're a weird guy. Okay.
And even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly.
Chain lightning, that's kind of cool. I wonder if it only applies when they're wet.
And of course, science weapons are back.
Nice. These are the best in the game.
Returning favorites, like the shrink ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a
Poor
sprat
little guy.
and run over them, exploding them.
Do their armor and weapons also get small?
The shrink ray. That was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game.
Lots of ammo, though.
We improved it, though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk. And we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them because we knew that was
so
the
if it stuns them for big enemies,
that's what
cool.
everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies. They wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
G-Red said I prefer ballistics.
In
Ballistic
addition
guns?
to things like
There's
our
ballistics.
returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover all kinds of different
Summoner
things.
build.
And they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed.
Whap!
And we have another
Look a
one
little tentacly.
that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat.
Oh,
and
that's
if you
cool.
continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do.
That doesn't sound great.
One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang.
Yeah.
It's just a big
BFG.
freaking gun that uses material
Big Bang.
harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy.
BFG.
Vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Damn, well, that's a good place to use it.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary,
What the fuck, dude? Jeez. Oh, that's kind of sick. That's terrifying. Oh, I hope that gives you special options. You're in cutscene and you got this fucking monster. Holy shit, that's so cool, dude. I'm happy they're doing shit like that because that makes the whole fucking armor system just be crazy. That surprised the shit out of me.
If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armor,
Oh.
and really kind of showing off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective.
Hey!
Why not allow both?
There you go, Red! That was pretty good third person. Apparently the gunplay's improved, so maybe Outer Worlds 1 didn't have it, but Outer Worlds 2 has at least.
Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way
That's
you
pretty
like.
good. Oh, wow! Okay.
One of
G-Red
the things
said
I really
finally.
like about having the third person
Wow, you
mode
can fly
is
too.
Lone
being
Syndicate
able
said
to
that
see
armor
all
looks
the fun
crazy and
unique
badass
armors
with
and
just the
armor
right amount of
combinations and
distribution.
weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
It's really nice. Hope we can take off helmets. You couldn't in the first game, so probably.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a glazer, but I do think that, like, no, I've seen third person in a lot of games that are like this, and it's usually tacked on, and you just, like, see a stiff-ass body. So to see them actually sliding and jetpacking and all that stuff, it looked like actually, like, they put heart into
weapons, more things to find in each of
That's
the
a
worlds
shit.
the players can visit.
On screen.
The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life.
Okay.
And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time.
I'm curious about
here at
Grounded. I don't know
Obsidian.
how that's going to be.
We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your world your way.
I love it. I have enjoyed all of this. I am now, especially with the perk system, I'm now like more. I kind of want to rewind that actually. Did I see the ballistic weapons? I believe, yeah. But 1 second. Yeah, man. I was already kind of sold, but now I am more sold. I didn't mind the like memes or like the skits in between. It's not. I don't prefer that, but it wasn't the worst. I don't know.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also
G-Red said jetpack plus heavy armor plus minigun. I'm gonna be mobile aerial artillery.
We just flying around nuking shit. But what do you call it? Yeah, the one thing I wanted to come back and see was the perk system. I wanted to pause, but we're getting into some momentum. But that was a great showcase also. It talked about the weapons, the characters, the choices. They gave us a little sample of what they were kind of referring to. The only thing that irks me is it is annoying that like they even have it in the skit where the person said, like, you went all out into combat. You couldn't fucking add, like, a couple lines of dialogue that lets you have romance in the game? Like, what the fuck? You have, like, you're eating fucking cysts, and you're seeing shit and piss, and yet you're like, the interaction between two companions you spend fucking 18 hours with disgust me. And you're like, what? It's just a weird vibe for that one. But this is where they were showing it. But they talked about the actual skills that to me was interesting, because they said they basically condensed a lot of the skills into a singular tree, which I like. I always hated that was what was frustrating about to me when you play like things like Fallout of any kind, or Skyrim for any kind, where especially in Fallout, like if, for instance, if I wanted to pick lock picking, I'm not picking stealth. And it sucks that they're basically so synonymous with one another. I think you can just combine them both and they'll be fine, you know? Like, you combine stealth and lockpicking. I don't think people would be like, oh no, it's not the same. It's like, no, it's part of the same kind of subsect of what you're doing, of like thieving work. So yeah, this is what they showed. So they showed that like range damage is increased by 40% with only 4 points in it. That's not terrible. Armor penetration also. So let's see. We have guns, melee, sneak. They still separate sneak and lockpicking, goddammit. Engineering, explosives, hack. Same thing with engineering and hack. Like, I don't know why these are so... I wish they were just combined. Same with science, like, or at least engineering and science. I know they're not the same, but, like, work with me, please. Same thing with... This is what pisses me off because I did think they did this. Speech and leadership are now different. Beforehand, I believe there was only one...
Raid said, all right, I'm gonna head out for now. See
Thanks
you
over for stopping by, Raid. Once again, Raid, Thursday, Friday, we'll try to stream, but I have to help my family with their business, so I may not be able to stream those days. But I'll let you guys know based on a stream schedule. If it says streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then we'll be good. But just let you know if there's nothing there, forgive me. We'll be back to normal schedules hopefully soon. We're just really busy with our family business right now, and I need to help manage some stuff, etc. Yes, also I wonder if reputation, like how that functions, because in the previous Outer Worlds it was pretty valuable to kind of be the nice guy, like to kind of befriend every person. It helped a lot because you get like various deals on certain things, or you get access to certain like buffs given what you do and things like that. So it was nice. It was meaningful to have that at least. But yes, melee damage increase. Yeah. Maybe you just don't need as much points though. So maybe like you only need like 2 or 3 points to see a substantial gain. Like this is kind of crazy. A 280% attack bonus or sneak attack bonus. Also, it reduces these NPC's awareness, but this, I guess, is one of his higher skills. But still, that's substantial gain. So maybe you only really need like 8 or 10 into a single skill tree, and you're probably fine. Who knows? But that is coming out October. How many months away is that? What? No, I just want to do this. It's quite a long time away. That's a little unfortunate, but hey, gang. Do we want to like jump into like a couple minutes of ZZZ, or do we just want to hang out and talk for a little bit? I feel like it's I feel bad because I put a thumbnail of fucking ZZZ in the first thumbnail in yesterday's trailer, but now this went on long enough to where I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's doing this. Like it's taking this long. Actually, I'm curious to just chuck it into the grounded thing just to see what that is in B-roll land. Because I don't know how they're going to win me over with Grounded. Grounded, I think, was just a really bad value proposition where, like, they didn't show what people were actually wanting to do in these games. So when you have, like, Ark Survival Evolved or Minecraft or any of these bigger games that are survival-oriented, I think you need to really, like, capture some sect of what people really are interested in. I think for me, that would have been, like, being able to, like, have an army of ants or an army of spiders or even, and, like, have them do all my bidding and shit. That'd be fun, you know? That'd be, like,
Lone
exciting.
Syndicate said it's up to you, but if we do the hangout, I would like to show of my solo clear with Yishwe.
Did you send me the link? Or is it somewhere in the gameplay? Share your GRINN tab. Let's do that. Also, this will give me some motivation to upgrade said character. Also, fucking shout out to Fluff. He did mention that he did grind Marvel Rivals, but he made it to Gold 3. Hell yeah, Fluff. ZZZ probably tab. Oh, wait a minute. There's a whole new thing. Excuse me? Okay, so in Zenless, this is a new character coming down live. Is this the first of the Idol group? Probably.
In porcelain handicrafts, be sure to check out our shop, Mystic Wear.
Is it a squirrel?
Hi there, I'm Ukinami Yuzuha.
Okay. Tis a squirrel, maybe. Feel down on your luck? Why not ask hunker for some advice or something. Okay. Did it tell you what she does or is? Maybe not. Neat, I guess. There's a furry rabbit thing, or not rabbit, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, where is it, Loden? The gameplay? The solo clear with her? It's not in the ZZZ tab, so would it be in the gameplay tab? Gaming, maybe? No. Not in the gaming tab. I don't know if it would be the GRINN Reacts tab. I'll give it a minute. But I'm curious to see what that, what playing her at the max level looks like. I'm sure Lona's gotten to that point at this point. Oh shit, what is this? These were cat. Oh, no, this is cat unlocking the armors. Oh my god, that armor looks so cool. I didn't even look at these. Damn it. The gold one looks disgusting. The complete gold one is rough. But the first one, which is what do you need to do to get it? Pandemonium complete. Is that the second to highest difficulty? I don't know if I like that. And that's the one where you have what do you call it? No deaths. Or I think you have you only have your revives, which is playing on the highest difficulty. Well, I think Fluff. I think the cat also said you can just turn down all the difficulty sliders and play on that high game mode, and you still should be fine. I think, or maybe that was not those other ones. Yeah.
Lone Syndicate said no, she isn't a part of the idol group, but she's a physical support. Hopefully, she's a niche support for physical and in the Share Your Grin tab.
Oh, it's in the Share Your Grin. Oh, it is in the Share Your Grin. Okay. There it is. Also, that food looks delicious. Just then. Wow. Yum. Let's mute it. Open it up. Loop. Oh! And this was solo. Now, granted, Lo does have her weapon. I do think it has good artifacts. And yes. But, geez. Also, already? Well, okay, right. Because, yeah, I think the reason why this character's going to be so busted is because she ignores all defense. The Sand Queen. And did you get max clear? 25? So theoretically, you could have 40 if you had a couple more. Well, she doesn't really have a great team yet, I don't think. I'm not sure if Panda is perfect for her, or if he's only kind of just something, I guess. A little bit. I really hope we do get the one lady, the Tiger Lady, because I do think she can also be put with, what's her name? Sambi, and maybe make her slightly stronger. I don't know. What a shame, man. I feel so bad that we got Sambi because we got her weapon and we got her, and yeah. Also, did anybody, I asked this a little bit, but does anyone, what was your game takeaway that you're excited for this? I think Xbox came away with it again this year. I always think Xbox puts on a better show, even if they don't always deliver. I think that's the thing with Sony is that usually when they deliver stuff, they usually meet a certain quality expectation. But also, I think Xbox has started to kind of beat that rumor. I don't think people would have said that The Outer Worlds wasn't a quality
Lone Syndicate said Panda
game.
Is by far her best and only dedicated support.
Yeah, and wasn't you who was telling me that the girl with the Fufu or whatever her name is, she is supposed to be one of her best supports, right? I also think she's the best support for everybody. She also just is seemingly more aggressive than Trigger, or maybe Az. And also she applies this to this specific anomaly group, but also I think she provides a buff, possibly. But she might just be doing good damage. Kind of crazy that they're replacing Trigger already. Well, not replacing. Trigger has their squad. But yeah, I'm bummed out about Sambi still to this day. I'm still what the F? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, she looks so fun to play, man. I will say she does have moves that put her far away from the enemy, which I could see being annoying. A lot of her moves are her running back or taking a step back, but I guess her attacks are still kind of forward. Yeah, I can't even imagine what she's going to turn into when she finally levels up. It's funny because I think people are well, she's not quite like Maybe, but people didn't realize Maybe had Lighter, and Lighter was a super amp to Maybe already. So now when she finally gets whatever her Lighter is, I think it's the same shit with Evelyn. Evelyn is already doing a lot for her not even having a good artifact set that specifically buffs up her damage, right? So hopefully that exists eventually. I wonder what Evelyn's next character will be, because Astrid is so good, but I hope we don't have to get Astrid. I hope I don't have to get Astrid. Although, man, Lone, are you prepped for Withering Waves? Have you gotten everything checked and done and dusted? I still haven't made my way through the whole bobblehead event thing, like the like weird tune things. I still gotta do that. I still gotta do the damn boat mission, which I'll probably do today. Which probably why I should end the stream early so I can just grind those out, because I'm not gonna be having a lot of I'm gonna be focusing and stuff like that, which is not the most fun. But yes. But ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We'll probably next week. Oh fuck, dude. So I was gonna mention this. I did say to Red that we play Oblivion.
Syndicate said Fufu will be her best stunner. Also pay attention to the damage output the end 30 seconds on the clock and manage to get 5k points to clear.
Oh, nice at the last minute. Hell yeah. Sweet. But I was going to say for the thing, I said I was going to play. So next week we have Withering Waves at some point, I think. I don't know if I think it's probably going to be Wednesday, and by the time I stream it, will be Thursday. So we might do, we'll probably do Withering Waves, and maybe a mixture of Zenless, depending on if we were just kind of like, we're kind of did everything we need to do in the Withering Waves. So probably alternate between the two, but probably for the first day we'll heavily weight ourselves to Withering Waves, and then we'll probably do Withering Waves and Oblivion. Those will be the two for the last remaining 2 days. So maybe we won't have a hangout next week, just because we're kind of pinched for time with doing too many things, because I don't want to not do Withering Waves and stuff like that. Wednesday night for you is to be Thursday morning though. I think it's always I can always install it before the stream on Thursday though, so I think we should be good for that. But yeah, I still want to give more love to Zenless. I just find that we're always split when it comes to time, and Withering Waves is the game that I don't know, both are really in a good state right now. Like, I think it's weird because Withering Waves has a bunch of momentum because of the elf lady, Carlotta or Carth something, Carthea, where she's like a really like valued, wanted character. But then in Zenless we have this massive update where there's a bunch of different characters, or like a big 2.0 patch, so I want to also play that. We're spread a little thin, but we'll balance out in a couple weeks. But we'll definitely get an Oblivion stream in some point, because I do want to not lose pressure on that, of course. And then next week after that, we'll probably do a little split of VR and everything else. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Thank you kindly for your time. For those people who are bored at this Monday or something, and want to watch the past broadcast stuff, because we did have a great old time shooting the shit and talking silly when it comes to the whole Xbox showcase. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of whatever you do, please enjoy your week. There might be a video at some point on this channel about Doom. It's a little bit of a glaze, but I wanted to do it just because of this video that I wanted to not lose how much I enjoyed that game, and kind of have like a good little bow, a little present for my past self to be like, this game was amazing, and I just wanted to talk to people about how good I thought it was, even though I've done that for probably the whole time when we were playing. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Thank you so much for spending even a single second of your day with me. I'm extremely grateful. Hopefully I can see you again either on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. The reason why I say it like that is because if I can't stream on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday because of weird things, then that's when we'll stream. So just keep an eye on the scheduling system, and I'll try to make it that I should know about Wednesday what it looked like. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. Hopefully I can see you once again, and please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care of yourself, all that stuff, and goodbye for now, my friends. Also, good clear, Lone. I didn't say that enough. Good clear.